Ravens, next on Madden NFL 23.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Hey, middle. Hey.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And Jackson going to hold on to it again. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. On the option right is Jackson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. On 2nd and 9, Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Two-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They're going for it with Dobbins, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Prescott. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Report.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold them just a couple and force the third down.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Throwing is Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On third down, it's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down throw for Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw, Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 24, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Tucker's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Final play of the half. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, another thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball. You're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB met.
And Prescott, his third interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Over the middle to Beckham. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman, 30 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. The drive will start with an option going left. 9 yards on the 1st down keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yards.
Odell Beckham Jr., 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute baller out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again, Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. They'll look to set up his blockers. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Jackson options out left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They run the option here on 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Jackson running again. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the 26-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made,
and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll run forward with Pollard. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop it. A give up the middle to Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did